Will be the show. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now and getting to start. Sawyer Gipson-Long. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
All right, ready to go here.
Leading off tonight for the Cubs, the left fielder, Ian Happ.
And that one misses up and in. And we are underway. And there's a ball. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. 2-2. Chases the changeup in the dirt. On to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. Here's Kyle Tucker.
He made it look easy, but I can tell you that was not a favorable matchup.
And first offering is fouled off. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. One out, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Seiya Suzuki digs in now. Way upstairs, and it's 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. Pop foul out of play off to the right. That misses the zone. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Back here with my pal Singy. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Shota Imanaga.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Bottom of the first.
Leading up.
Now it's the
Tigers,
DH.
the designated hitter, Colt Keith.
That one missed. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1-1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
To third, Shaw. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here is Gleyber Torres.
Second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Comes up empty.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder.
Here's Riley Green.
Green.
Swanson makes the catch, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Gibson Long back to work. That is upstairs for ball one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Green sizing this one up, and there's one down. So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
That one ripped left field. Green going back on this one. Caught just shy of the wall. Dansby Swanson stands in.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
One ball.
Second inning here, no score. Tosses to first. He's out. And that'll do it. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Swinging a foul straight back. Got him swinging.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses. That K is his third of the game.
The catcher,
Dylan Dingler getting ready to hit. Strike one.
No balls. One strike.
Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
0-2.
And that's a strikeout looking. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Here's Nico Hoerner. Gibson Long in his second season, 27 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2019. That one out to right. Carpenter moving under it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Man at first, one away.
Ball one.
In the dirt, blocked. just outside. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Liner, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
So the lineup flips over. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. That one's upstairs, ball 1. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play, minimize the potential.
And that one is lifted in the air. Meadows sizes this one up. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. Maybe bluffing there as he returns to third. Caught in a rundown now. And he's out.
And I take him out at second. Don't run on JB. He made a bad mistake.
Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers.
That will cost.
Third baseman.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head. Well, these Tigers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
That's shortstop.
Now it's Javier Baez.
Baez.
Late swing fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And up next for Detroit, Parker Meadows. Half on his horse. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. And he swings over the top there.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So now here's the DH. From the north side of St. Louis, welcome to Sportsman's Park. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Detroit Tigers.
And now,
And we'll be back with the first pitch right
your
after this.
Detroit Tigers.
All right, just about set to go. And our pitcher tonight, number 51.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ready to go? Trey Turner at the plate. That's in for a strike at 95, and that's how this game gets started. That's a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Fastball to letters, frozen for strike 3. Kyle Schwarber stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here is Bryce Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Green sizing this one up. And that is that.
I got it.
Back here with my pal Singy. And starting this one, Zach Wheeler.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
We go to the bottom of the first, and down the deep.
Two dogs in a row. Let's go.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after
And now,
this.
please welcome your New York Yankees.
About to get started here. And on the hill today, Max Fried.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Volpe pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Back
And there's
second,
one away.
The second baseman.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. He's got it, and there's two away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Riley Green in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And he swings through that one.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And down on strikes. And the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Back for more from the Bronx. Pitching in our game today, Jack Flaherty. What do you look for here?
Well, the big thing is that the
Leading
way
off
he holds
for
his
the
curveball,
Yankees,
it's more of a
the
knuckle
center
curve,
fielder,
and because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
Trent Grisham, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Swings and misses. And that is strike two.
0-2.
Ball one there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And a swing and a miss. And there's one down. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
Flaherty measures 6 feet 4 inches. 29 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Late on that fastball.
One ball.
I would
one
throw him
strike.
another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. There's that
One
changeup.
ball, 2 strikes.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, base is empty. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls,
First two hitters
strikes.
get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time.
Out.
So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Back now in the
Leading off
Bronx
for the
at the
Tigers,
plate.
the first
Spencer
baseman,
Torkelson.
Spencer Torkelson.
Max Fried will go to work. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
one fouled off. Now an 0-2 from Fried. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. So up next, Kerry Carpenter. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. No
One
score
ball,
here in the
no
second.
strikes. Ahoy.
Going to count 1-2.
I mean, that's perfect location
1-2.
right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, bases is empty. Here's the
Now
catcher,
pitching
Dylan
for the
Dingler.
Yankees, number 34, JT Brubaker.
Judge makes the catch, inning over. Back at Yankee Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Flaherty back to work. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Batting fifth,
And Paul
the
Goldschmidt will
first
come up to hit.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Clips the corner, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
And there's a foul ball. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Batting sixth, the third baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Chisholm Jr.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
No
Hey,
balls.
7
1 strike.
straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
That one is hammered right field. Way back there. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. He'll circle the bases. It's 1-0. And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. On to the 3rd inning. Now the third baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Zach McKinstry.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
This ball's gonna get down
And
in
that's
a
a fair
bit.
ball. Makes the turn and heads for second.
No.
Well, he thought Down about 2, but he's back to first safely.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a blue pit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Throws to first in time. Baez gone on the play. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Parker Meadows.
The center fielder, Parker Meadows.
Little chopper rolls foul. 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
0-2.
On to first.
He's out.
That's out number 2. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Colt Keith now at the plate. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Two outs. And that clips the inside corner.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Oh, ball. So deep. This ball's going to get down in the gap, and it will put him.
And that one hops the wall. And in its second with an RBI double.
Eyeball game.
Everything came together for him.
Now
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that.
Tigers was the tightest game.
And that is that.
So they pay him back for that solo home run.
Back in the Bronx.
Leading
And
off
here's the
for the
catcher,
Yankees,
Austin Wells.
The catcher, Austin Wells.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Down and in, moved his feet.
Ha! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
There's a strike.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. And that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8.
The center fielder.
Now
number
here's
12.
Trent Grisham. 0 for 1. He
Yeah,
struck out
Terry,
swinging last time.
ball.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Good late
No
sink
ball,
on that
1 strike.
fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, it's hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a foul out of play. Tied up here in the early going. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the left fielder, Riley
number
Green.
31, Riley Green.
Brubaker in his 6th season, 31 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
1-2.
struck him out. One down.
The batter,
Spencer
the first
Torkelson
baseman,
up now for the Tigers.
Torkelson.
Struck out swinging his first time. And he swings and misses at the initial
No
offering.
balls. One strike.
Late with the swing there. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. So Torque takes the win.
Now batting,
Kerry
right
Carpenter
fielder,
up now for the Tigers.
Carpenter.
He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that's outside.
1-0.
And it's 1-1.
One ball. One strike.
Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball.
Two strikes.
Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Base knock center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that
The
certainly
catcher,
feels good
number
when you can
13,
win the at-bat
Dylan
after being down in the count,
Dingler.
up against it with 2 strikes right there. Spoiled that backdoor breaking ball perfectly. Stayed tall, didn't lean out towards it, let it get deep, and then just squared it up pretty nicely the opposite way. That's great hitting.
That's back.
Scary.
One hops off the wall.
It's gonna get off the wall. It's gonna be a triple. Like Dylan Dingler.
Third. In there safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
McKinstry at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2. Here's a high chopper. LeMahieu whips it to first on the run. And they get the out.
Dylan Dingler gets the job done.
Back here in New York,
Leading
bottom
off
4.
for
Here
the
comes
Yankees,
Aaron Judge.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Yankees definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
2 strikes.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he got him. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. One down, there comes Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger.
And there's the strike.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often, so got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Foul ball still 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Now batting.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that is cut on and missed. Strike 1.
0-1.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plate.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. 7 in a row by way of the K. New inning getting
Leading off for
started.
the
Now
Tigers,
it's the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Baez.
Brubaker back to work. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Ball is going to split the
gets
good.
down into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about
Now
that one.
batting,
That ball was
the center
drilled
fielder,
106 off the bat, and that's the
Meadows.
kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
He caught it behind his back. And very nicely done for the out. Back to the top
Now
of the
batting,
lineup.
the
And
designated
next up
hitter,
for the Tigers, Colt Keith.
Keith.
Breaking ball inside. 1-0.
ball, no strikes.
One away with a runner at third. And that's in there at the knees. Puts a bunt down. LeMahieu beats the throw and the run scores.
And what a beautiful ball by Keith.
Now batting, the second
Man at
baseman,
first with one
Gleyber
gone.
Torres.
Gleyber
That's
Torres up to the
Russell.
plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Little dribbler up along third. Jazz tosses to first. And Gleyber Torres retired. Here's Riley Green,
Now batting,
who's
the
0 for
left
2 with a
fielder,
pair of
Riley
strikeouts.
Green.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
And this one scored Keith and 4-1
Coming off
Tigers.
the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Tie guy up that guy, you're feeling like you are in command.
On the outside corner, got him looking. Back in the
Leading
Bronx,
off
we
for
head to the
Yankees,
bottom of the fifth.
the
And
first
here's Paul
baseman,
Goldschmidt.
Paul
Well, after
Goldschmidt.
putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. Jazz Chisholm
third baseman,
Jr.
number
stepping in
13.
now for the Yankees.
Jazz
He's already homered here in this one.
Junior.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it onto first. And
out.
it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Now batting,
2 down,
the
base is
shortstop,
empty.
Anthony
Volpe will hit next.
Volpe.
Late on that fastball.
Oh, he's got to be
No
pretty
ball.
proud of this
One
outing
strike.
so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this
No
is
ball.
very
2
impressive.
strikes.
This has been a treat to watch.
That's to third. McKinstry fires across the diamond. That ends the frame. Here at New Yankee
off for the
Stadium
Tigers,
in the
the
Bronx,
right fielder,
leading
number
off,
30.
Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter. Now pitching for the Yankees, Number
And
71.
he gets tied up right there.
Well, these Tigers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. One thing is they haven't been fooled all that much. 6 of their hits have come off-speed pitches.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Catcher,
One up, one
13,
down.
Dylan.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Dylan Dingler, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And that success against off-speed pitches tells me they're doing a great job of seeing the ball deep, letting the ball travel, and then just trying to use the whole field.
Got him. 2 down. And next to hit for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. 1 for 2.
McKinstry.
That one ripped. And that is that. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the power hitting catcher, Austin Wells.
Wells.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
It
really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Throw on to Torkelson. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next for the
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. His first at bat was a strikeout. And it's fouled away. Way out front for strike 2.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. Back to the top of the Yankee order. And up next for New York, Trent Grisham. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Thank you very much. 3 points. 3 points. Let's go. Good night, everybody. Peace.